What is up? It is your girl Mia this year, and I am back with another video, okay? And if you can't already tell by the title, we here for my good old Aquarians, okay? So what is up, y'all? So I've already pulled 2 cards, you feel me? This is the 6 of Wands in reverse and the 4 of Wands upright. You could also have some fire in your chart as well too, outside of just, you know what I'm saying, the air energy here. But you know, for the most part, a lot of y'all have really taken the time out to really work on yourselves, really work on some things behind the scenes, you feel me? It's like you haven't really brought, like, it's like you're pretty much getting more personal success, like, you're celebrating yourself more, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I've already said that or not, but you've been pouring more love into yourself, you know what I mean? It's just like you have been focusing on yourself a lot. Like, you don't really care to really, like, let everybody know what it is that you got going on, to not even let everybody know, like, okay, it could have been something like you finally hit your goal of, like, you know what I'm saying? What can I use? Okay, you finally hit your goal of, like, working out. Like, you finally started working out 3 or 4 times a week instead of sparingly every so often, like, you know what I mean? But it's just like that's something that you kind of celebrate within yourself, or it's just like you finally got those tasks done that you had been holding off for a long time, and it's just like you probably celebrated by buying you something very nice, or you like, I'm gonna go get me a donut or something, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like you really celebrating yourself. This could also just be like I was saying, just inner joy, like you finding your inner happiness, you finding your inner peace, you know what I'm saying? This could also be a situation of where it's just like, you know, you're starting to celebrate with others, you're starting to be more social now. Like, this could even be collaborations with other people as well too. But it's just like, it's like where you might be like even cheering yourself on, like it's just you, it's just like there's other people that are pretty much going to be coming in as well to, you know what I'm saying, lift you up and support you as well too, especially because you have poured so much love into yourself. I feel like you have poured a lot of love into the world as well too, but it's just like it's mainly like a lot of like I'm doing this for me, like, you know what I mean? It could be even like, it could be even this energy of like people see you, because what I'm even getting to is like y'all looking good as hell, like y'all, like, you know what I'm saying, the things that y'all are doing, behind the scenes, like, boy, look at here. But it's just like it could even be people like asking like, well, who you doing that for, like, you know? And it's kind of like, you know, it could be as simple as, you know, you putting on makeup, or, you know, you decided to get real cutesy today, and somebody just like, oh, who you doing this all for? And it's like, bitch, me. Me, there ain't nobody that I gotta be doing this for, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like you could be possibly dating somebody at this time as well too, but it's just like at the same time it's just like it's a lot of like you doing things for yourself. It's not for another person. It's not to gain the gratification from somebody else, basically, is what I'm getting. More messages for my Aquarians here. What other messages? It's like, that was a lot. Okay, let's, okay. Messages for my Aquarius. Is one more time. Okay, so we just got the moon card that just came out. Can I get some clarity upon the moon card from y'all? What's the moon card here for my Aquarius? Sun, moon, and rising. Why is the moon card here for my Aquarius? Sun, moon, and rising. Okay, what I will say though, based off of that, just coming out for the most part, but we are going to gain more clarity. And then look at what's at the bottom, the Wheel of Fortune. Like, it was a major turnaround for y'all, where everything was, you know what I'm saying, confusing, and, you know what I mean, it was a lot of fear, it was a lot of doubt there, you know, not really sure. There came a lot of clarity, and with that clarity, it was really because you really tapped in with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got with yourself and really understood, like, okay, like, if I want to move in this way, if I want to have this certain type of thing, like, this is not going to happen by chance. This is not going to, you know what I'm saying, just appear out the sky. Like, I've been in this cycle time and time again, and it's just like, I think that, and you know what, it could also be, because I was about to say, I think that it's time for me to basically just tap within myself, but this could also be where it's just like, you were looking at the momentum that you had before. You was looking at the momentum that you had before, and then it was just like, okay, how can I get back to that spark? Like, you know what I'm saying? How can I get back to that place of where I was before? Not to be like, you know what I'm saying, I want to go back to that place of where it's just like, you know, like, I just want to be back in that certain space, but just to kind of remind myself of, okay, I was here, I was doing this, and I was seeing, you know, some achievement. I was seeing some progress here. So how can I get back into that energy? And it's just like, you figured it out. You tapped in and you figured it out, because it was just like, you know, I had to realize I had to pretty much celebrate me. Before anybody else could come through and celebrate me, I have to do that first. Before anybody else could come through and love on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I want somebody to love on me, but it's like, at the same time, you know what I'm saying? If I work on me, if I work on basically building this beautiful ass garden that will allow for all the butterflies to motherfucking come to me, I won't have to go out and chase them. Like, yes, they're pretty as hell. Yes, they're beautiful. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I want to, you know, have it in my grasp. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the same time, it's like, I must create this beautiful scenery in order for all of these things to pretty much come in. And that's what I'm saying. It's just like, you have been achieving that. You have been understanding that. And it's just like, this is not something that you have just made it worldwide. Like, hey, like, I just pretty much, like, I just broke this generational curse. I just, you know what I'm saying, realized this about this. And really what this is all leading up to is pretty much leading up to you pretty much being able to publicly tell your story, to be able to publicly, like, you know what I mean, give your, what is it called? Fuck, why is my mind going blank right now? To be able to give your testimony, that's what it is. To be able to give your testimony, to be able to tell people how you literally came, like, where you came from. To be able to tell people, like, this is what I did. This is all of the things that I was going through, and look at where the fuck I'm at now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting good. I'm sitting pretty in this motherfucker. Like, things are actually working out for me. And this is not by chance. 808 was just on the clock. Okay, let's pull some more cards for my Aquarius. What else do my Aquarius need to know? And why does the book keep on to just fall? It seemed like it was just a whole stack of them. And that's why I was like, the book. Okay. Messages for Aquarius. What else do we have for Aquarius spirit? What else do we have for my Aquarius at the time? And you know what? That's what I was supposed to bring up too, but I'm glad that motherfucking shit had done came out. I'm glad that it motherfucking came out. Listen here. Y'all were going through a rebirthing process. Let me tell you. Let me just give you the energy of where... And all the rest of this stuff just fell out. Okay. Let me give you the energy of where I'm coming from right now. It's just like, y'all had to go through, like, some deep shit. Like how I said, y'all were doubting yourselves. Like, you were going through the process of being like, okay, am I supposed to be doing this? Like, or like just feeling like it was just a constant reminder, okay? And that was all because it was just like, you were coming from a different, like, you were transforming in a sense, like you was ascending. And it was just like, you were coming from a different transitional point in your life, where it's just like, before, you know what I'm saying, you had certain self-limiting beliefs, you know what I mean? You couldn't really see who you really was before. You weren't really as tapped in to who you really were. Like, you didn't really see your potential before. You didn't really see throughout the process that you were progressing. That's what I meant to say. that you were progressing, and that, okay, this whole time that this has been going on, it may not have felt like I was growing, or that I haven't really grown, but I have grown a fucking lot. And I have also dealt with a lot, pretty much, of me separating from this old life, this old way of thinking, to now I'm thinking like this. Like, I got a whole new collective, a whole new perspective on shit now. I'm seeing shit totally motherfucking different. Like, you know what I mean? And the way that I'm seeing things differently is for my better good. It's for me to literally up level. You feel me? But it's like, again, because I want to get back to this. Like, even with myself, it felt like for the weeks leading up, like, all I was doing was it was just constant emotions. It's like emotions of joy, but then it was also emotions of grief. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because in a sense, I was transforming. It was like I was transitioning from a different point of my life. Even though that point of my life, like, you know what I'm saying, that part of me had to die off, but that's exactly like how it felt. It felt like, you know what I'm saying, like I was slick dying on the inside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was an unforgettable feeling. And this is exactly what this feels like. Like, you know what I'm saying? You went through a lot of, morphing. Like, you know what I mean? Different versions of yourself. Like, you was discovering different versions of yourself, different parts of yourself that you never really tapped into before. You know what I'm saying? Different things that you didn't even know that you were motherfucking capable of doing or handling. You feel me? But it's just like, even though those transitions, and you know what I'm saying, this could even be like experiences with people, okay, like just so many different things. It could have been like a welling of emotions just coming down, you know what I'm saying? You may not have even really seen the shit coming, but it's like it happened, and it's like you pretty much allowed for it to happen. And because you allow for that to happen, that allowed for you to see, like, you know what I'm saying, what the missing puzzle was to pretty much get you to really understand yourself and accept yourself. And that was pretty much just celebrating you and just finding peace and happiness within yourself. You really just being like, okay, I am enough, I am whole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever happens, you know what I'm saying, I know that this is happening for my better good. But it's just like, yeah, you could have most definitely been feeling like, you know, like throughout the process, with all these heavy emotions, with all these different things that are happening, it's just like that was just your transitional period. And throughout that transitional period, there was a lot that had to end. There was a lot that had to happen. There was a lot that had to come up, you know what I'm saying, for you to actually face and deal with it. You know what I mean? Whew. Let's pull some more. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Like how I was saying, it's like you may have even felt lonely before, like, you know what I'm saying, because it's like at the same time, okay, like I was saying, y'all were going through a very transitional period. Like, you know what I'm saying, you may have even resisted the change because you may not have really understood exactly what the fuck was going on. You feel me? But it's just like, again, you were discovering different parts of yourself, and it kind of made you feel like, okay, I'm gonna go into my shell. Because, like, you know, it's just like, I'm gonna go into my shell and I'm gonna remain to myself until I can process my feelings better, so I can process like what's going on better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm not even sure really what the fuck is going on. I just know that there's this big shift that is happening within myself. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take a step back. Like, you could even took a step back from social media, like, for a minute. Like, you know what I mean? Because like I was saying earlier, y'all are more social now. But it's just like, before, when you were going through this, you weren't trying to motherfucking socialize with nobody. You weren't trying to, like, you know what I mean, be in close contact with nobody. And I feel like certain people may have taken that personally, without even knowing exactly what it was that you had going on. Because again, maybe on the surface it may not seem like you know, you're just that type of person. Maybe you just carry that shit well. You feel me? Like, you carry a lot of things. Like, it could be 10 million different things going on in your life, but it's just like the way you carry it. Like, what I'm seeing is like somebody basically like hauling like this big ass like rock on their back. And I don't even want to get that exaggerating, but it's just like, okay, let's say for example, somebody got a lot of shit in their fucking hands, right? And it's just like, you know, somebody may ask like, hey, do you need some help with that? And you just like, nope, I got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you're obviously struggling. You obviously need some help. You feel me? And not only that, but it's just like, you just carry it well. Like, nobody would never even know that you are literally carrying the fucking world on your back. It's just the way that you carry it. It's just about your optimism. How when you're going through things, it's like you don't just make it plastered all over the place. You don't just make that just a thing with yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but it's just like, it's just giving a lot of that energy of like, you know, I'm following in the direction of where my heart is desiring. And not even just like where my heart is desiring, but where I need to be. Like, you know what I mean? Because again, like, y'all may have resisted this for a very long time. And it just came to a point of like an inevitable end of where it's just like, okay, baby, you got to sit with this. You got to deal with this. You got to basically, like, you know what I'm saying, sit with yourself for a little minute. You know what I mean? Withdraw from the outside world and really tap within. You know what I'm saying? Because again, a lot of resistance, not really wanting that change there. What other messages do we have for my Aquarius? And I think that I'm going to also pull from the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I'm going to see in just a sec what I want to do. Like, yeah. Like I was saying, y'all have gained y'all clarity. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of mental clarity that's going on. And that's because you have literally went within. You didn't have to go seek the answers from the outside like how you were trying to basically do before. You're not really depending upon other people like how you were before. Because that was the thing that I was even getting earlier. Like, you know what I'm saying, regarding your money. You're not having to depend upon other people if that is for you. You're not having to depend upon other people anymore. It's like you're making a household name for yourself. You are making a better life for yourself. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like you're understanding your power. You're tapping in more to really, like how I said, break away from those self-limiting beliefs. And it's like you had to go through that dark period in order to understand that. You had to really go through that period so you could really understand that, to know like, okay, I don't have to doubt myself. Like, everything is clear. Everything is clear for me now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to pretty much doubt myself anymore. And hold on one second. Let me also, yeah. We're going to pull from Homegirl here. Okay. So let's get some clarification for my Aquarians. This is for my Aquarius. More messages for my Aquarians. Let's see what we got here. And then come on, y'all. Literally, like, dog. Like, you, as much as you may have resisted it before in the past, you know what I'm saying? Because like I was saying, it came to an inevitable end. And then look at what the fuck is on the bottom. Like, dog, it's a lot of celebrating going on. It's a lot of, like, just honoring yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being happy with yourself. And it's just like, this is allowing for other people to come in to pretty much share that happiness with you, share that joy with you. Like, again, like I was saying, because the Hermit came out twice right here, you feel me? So it's just like, you have taken that opportunity to pretty much go within. Like, it wasn't pretty much forced this time. Like, it's like as much as you have resisted it before, like resisting really going within to really ask yourself certain questions, to understand yourself more, to really figure out certain answers to questions that you've had before. And it's like you realize, like, okay, I always have the answers. I've always had the answers. And it's just like now you're tapping in more with yourself. You're tapping in more with your spiritual team. You know what I mean? Instead of doubting and instead of going around and like asking other people. Hold on. More messages for my Aquarians. Messages for the Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sun, Moon, and Rising for my Aquarius. Okay, what does this feel right there? Okay, man, I just feel a crazy way. Okay. And what's on the bottom? Like, come on now. Not worrying, not so much in our head like that, even though, you know what I'm saying, air signs, we tend to get like that. Okay. And then, yeah. Like I was saying, like, your inner judgment was very cloudy before, like I was saying. And even throughout the situation of where it was just like shit was very painful, like a lot of things that you really weren't understanding that were coming to an end, how you were even feeling, like why you were feeling the way that you were feeling. It's just like you got to that point of understanding once you reached here, you feel me? Once you came to that energy of basically being like, it's up to me. If I go within, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go within, I'm gonna tap in, and I'm going to see what's really going on, like how I could pretty much move in this direction, how I could make this happen, how, you know what I'm saying, okay, I'm seeing why I'm feeling like this. Like, it's a lot of understanding yourself more, even on a emotional level, a physical level, like, you know what I'm saying, like just being able to even just like understand when your body, like for example, like you are understanding now, like, okay, I may have went too hard with that workout. Like, you know what I mean? I'm listening to my body at this time. You feel me? But it's just like at the same time, like I was saying, it's more than just like financial material. It's more so like all around, basically, is what I'm getting. Okay, and I think that that's all of the tarot that I'm going to pull for y'all. But I think I'm going to pull some from the Angel Oracle. You feel me? Let's do one more shuffle. Okay. What messages do we have for Aquarius at this moment in time? What messages do we have for Aquarius at this moment in time? We got Guardian Angel. Love yourself unconditionally. Ask for help. Y'all have poured in that self-love, like, you know what I'm saying? And if you have not, if it's still like some lingering doubt, you know what I'm saying? Still some lingering of like feeling left out, feeling like, you know what I'm saying, a little down about like just what's going on. It's just like, that's pretty much just saying, just add more self-love. Where you may have feel like, okay, I've loved on myself a lot. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like having a little more, adding a little more oomph to it. You feel me? But it's just like also saying like, don't be afraid to ask for help. This could be from your spiritual team. This could be physically, you know what I mean, as well too, like a human. But it's just like at the same time, like, you know, basically just saying like, don't be shy to basically ask for that. And I feel like that'll put you more in your more receiving energy, because it's just like you being more in your feminine energy instead of being in this super masculine energy. And it don't have to be necessarily a man, but it could just be like heavily like masculine energy, basically, is what I'm picking up. Let's see here. Let's look at this one. Archangel Charity. Give with an open heart. Be generous. Tune into the divine will. Open to higher illumination. It's time for transmutation. Carry the violet flame. Y'all have ascended. You feel me? Like, you could have even transmuted some, baby, let me tell you something. You could have even transmuted some energy, like, to bring it from negative to positive to work in your favor, okay? Look into it. Transmutation, okay? Look into it, because, yeah, I'm telling you, that definitely works. Definitely works. So it's like, no matter if anybody, you know what I'm saying, got something to say, they want to hate, they can hate all day. It's still going to bring you more paper, more goodness to you, okay? But that is all that I have for you, Aquarius. I thank you so much for tuning in and sticking around with your girl. And yeah, please let me know down below if this message resonated with you or not. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.